go. Welcome back to the Chris Konya Show. My name is Chris Konya. Thank you so much for liking, subscribing, and sharing on iTunes now. Not sure if you've been waiting to watch the video because you can't figure out how to listen on your Apple Podcast app, but now you can. We are on iTunes. I'd appreciate a subscription. You hit the subscribe button, 5 stars, and an honest comment on the feedback section. Thank you so much. Very happy to bring this guy back on the show. I think he's the very first repeat guest on the Chris Konya Show. The very funny, I should say, right? Is that how you're supposed to say it if you introduce comics?
Funny.
The turbo funny stand-up comedian, Richie Weissinger is back.
Thank you.
What's going on, Richie?
Not much, man. Happy to be back.
It's been a while.
Yeah.
You know, we haven't seen each other in a while.
I know. I've missed it here. Thanks for having me back, man. I'm glad I doubled down.
Yeah, me too.
Oh,
well, we'll find out, I guess, if this is a good move.
It could be bad. Yeah.
So what's been going on? How was your last couple days, a week, whatever, how long it's been?
Good, man. Just, doing my thing. Doing my dad thing. Being a dad, changing diapers, walking dogs, one dog, my dog, and just being a family man.
Mm-hmm. And you're working during the week and stuff like that?
Oh, yeah, dude. It's been crazy, man. Working full-time, working part-time. Whatever I can do to support the fam.
So how's comedy world? Getting any better? Or we still have some fixing to do?
Oh, dude, we got some fixing to do. We got to get down and dirty, bro. We got to build a solid foundation and then, figure it out.
So if you
I don't think it's getting better. I think it's getting worse. Everybody's getting fucking canceled.
You're talking about the Shane Gillis thing?
I don't even want to talk about it, to be honest with you, because I'm sure you probably talked about it a million times. We're all listening to everybody write about it, talk about it, bitch about it, complain about it. I mean, it's just annoying at this point. And then we also getting annoyed at that shit, dude. Like, what can? I mean,
I had Kelsey Claire Hagan. You know her?
Yeah.
Rochester comedian. Mm-hmm. Now she's down in New York City. She was on an episode a day or two ago, maybe yesterday. She has met that guy a couple times. And she says that she gave her input on it. And I don't know if you'd be surprised by it or not, but if you haven't heard it, go back and watch that and see what Kelsey has to say. But it was super interesting, coming from, just a completely different perspective from a female comedian.
Yeah, I mean, I think everybody has their right to have an opinion. Everybody has the right to be offended by whatever. Sure, whatever, dude. Like, whatever, dude. Like, honestly, like, whatever. But I'm just going to say this one thing.
Okay. Stop hitting the table, by the way.
Oh, sorry. I'm just fucking pissed, dude. No, I'm not mad. I'm just going to say this one thing. The main people that I see making a big stink aren't even the people that the guy made a comment about. Not even the same race. Like, it's white guys in their, 30s. That
right, and he made
causing such a stink online. And they won't stop. If they feel this way about what this guy said on a podcast
about Asian people,
right, or anybody, dude, and anybody that has a complaint about a comedian and they do comedy, be funny. You better be funny or shut up, dude. Seriously, you want to be offended? I hope he says something personally about your race or something. Other than that, shut up. Mm-hmm. Because, dude, I'm gonna say one last thing, man. How can you enjoy Thanksgiving dinner, right? Because when you're in your 30s as a white male and you're offended by what some guy said about the Chinese people, how is Thanksgiving dinner? Because I guarantee Papa, Mama, Auntie, Uncle, Grandma, your sister's boyfriend has said something offensive, and you better flip that fucking table.
Wait, you don't think white guy in his 30s grandfather is talking about the Black Lives Matter movement in a positive light?
Oh, they probably do. Good luck getting through the basketball game. You better flip that fucking table the way you type it on.
True. That's very. You
flip
should
that
react.
table.
You should be consistent.
Dude, I hope you hate your dad. Because if you're in your 30s, whether you're white or black, guarantee your dad has said some offensive shit.
I have a question.
Except for my dad.
I have a question. When let's say a white female wears something of Asian descent, what is it called? A geisha or something like that? You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, yeah. You're talking about those little things with the little collar.
Right. They're what? Appropriating the Asian culture, right?
Yeah.
By what? doing something that they traditionally do or something like that.
Yeah, it's like that style jacket thing.
So how is getting offended for another culture, if you're not part of that culture, not appropriation? Like, shouldn't like you're kind of stealing their thing that they're supposed to have, which is being offended when people make fun of their culture. So as a white male in my 30s, stealing that thing that they should have, how is that not appropriation?
It's like there's too many rules and loopholes, dude. It's just, I don't know. And you want to know why I don't know? Because I don't care. I don't care, dude. If you're saying something that is not in good taste and it's not funny, bad move. Apologize. Hey, that guy's a dickhead.
Mm-hmm.
You know? All right. Move on. Let it go. Let it go, dude.
It's not good enough. That guy has to get fired. Never
That
work
guy's
again.
screwed. Okay. So my good friend knows that guy.
Shane Gillis?
Yeah. One of the guys that owns a comedy club down in Florida is really good friends with him. Not the dude Shane is devastated.
Oh my God, he was supposed to have
His
that.
dream was to be on Saturday Night Live.
And people ruined it by digging up.
Yeah, but you know what though? That's the thing. Who fucking cares, dude? I'm sorry if anybody's offended by that. I don't care, dude. I don't care. I honestly, I have no idea what the future is going to be like for our kids. White kids, black kids, anybody. Like, you can't say shit. Because, dude, when I grew up, you know how many times I got called the N-word by my black friends? I didn't think twice. I didn't care. But as soon as I got in my car, bro, you know what happened. No, I'm just
I was like, no, I don't.
I was dropping them. No. But like, dude, you can't care, man. You just can't care, dude.
It's a bigger problem than saying it, not saying it. It's the problem is there's real consequences. So when something catastrophic like this happens, this comedian who's been doing stand-up for a decade plus gets his dream job, and it gets, I hate this word because it's so buzzy, canceled because of people digging up a
bad tweet or a bad whatever.
Something that probably out of context. What happens? People stop taking risks and doing. Of course, we don't need people to say chinks like he did. That's not.
Whoa.
It's not necessary. I'm just gonna edit this. And go, welcome to Chinks.
Whoa. Okay. I'm uncomfortable.
We don't need people saying that.
What about? Okay, this is the way it's got to be. That girl in New York City made a joke about that one rapper's death.
XXX. Yeah, sure.
And people wanted her dead, but comedians stuck up for her because it's a fucking joke, dude. It's a joke.
What kind of equity does
Kevin Hart? Hold on. Kevin Hart made a homophobic thing back in the day about his kid. They said you have to apologize if you want to like host the Oscars. He goes, no thanks. He's still working. Like, dude, if you don't like the joke, if it's not your taste, move on. You don't have to listen to the guy. You don't have to watch the show. Whatever, dude. Go do something. How about try to be funny? Because the people that are saying the most shit aren't funny. And that's more appalling to me. That is offensive to me.
That doesn't matter.
Funny.
You could be offended. Nobody will care.
But it's like these fucking comedians, man. Defend your fellow comedians. And say, yeah, it's a bad move.
Yeah, because it's taking
a bad joke.
It's taking the equity out of funny, right? And that's what I was going to ask earlier. Is the weight of funny is shrinking because it used to be, if it's funny, it's a good joke. Then whatever the context of the joke is kind of, that has less weight than the funny part. It's the other way around now. It's context first and funny second.
Well, it's not even context first. It's the quote first. I
should say contents. That's what I meant.
Okay.
The contents.
Yeah, because I saw some fucking guy quote the guy, Shane Gillis, and then I watched the video. I'm like, that's not even how he said it. So I only saw the one thing. So maybe I'm wrong. But I saw him say something about Chinatown and why do they have these fucking buildings? And then he made a reference as in he was the guy who made the buildings. Like, this is for the effing...
Mm-hmm.
Not that I didn't feel like it was coming from him. I mean, yes, he said it, but he said it in a different point.
He was kind of doing an impression of
like a contractor or like an engineer.
That's it.
That's it, yeah. And that's the impression I got. But you know what though? I didn't laugh. I did not laugh. I didn't care. I didn't care enough.
I didn't know that was.
Well, I didn't. But the thing is, though, like, dude, there's so much offensive shit out, dude. You know it's crazy. The shit that we watch and don't give a fuck about. This guy says a racial slur in bad taste. Okay, no one's denying that. But yet, why is world star hip hop, where people are beating the shit out of each other, just like no one's cares about that, you know, like no.
And this was what's hard not to do, is to go, well, what about them? But that's also part of the problem. It's.
You know what they're doing now too? They're taking away. I don't know if you heard about this, but ring girls at UFC, they're trying to done.
I heard the one guy, who's the cowboy guy that lost over the weekend. He said retarded in the post. Yeah, he goes, hey, at least he didn't beat me retarded. And I heard that. I was like, oh, there's no headlines about this.
Dude, he better not do comedy.
I better, yeah, right.
He's done.
But it's crazy, man.
No, but like, here's the thing. Someone made, I was listening to an interview. I forgot what it was, but they're taking away the girls, the ring girls, because of how like they're dressed, you know? First of all, sex sells. So whatever. Who really cares? You're watching the fight.
Nobody's
really
forcing them. Oh God, we're not the people to talk about this, but I don't give a shit anymore. I'm not going to get SNL.
Well, it's just so ironic that they're taking away the ring girls because they believe that the ring girls shouldn't objectify women. But there's two guys in the ring trying to beat the shit out of each other that they just forgot about.
Shirtless with bulges.
Sometimes they have little skivvies on. But anyways, it's just so ironic, this world, man. It's pick and choose, but you can't just, there's no even playing field. It's whoever's offended today. And, at the same time, just like, dude, fuck it, dude. Ride or die.
I do feel like fuck it, but the problem is there's real consequences. Shane Gillis lost SNL.
Shane Gillis is probably going to be doing a lot more comedy because of this. I never heard of Shane Gillis before.
Neither have I.
Now I have. We're talking about him.
Yeah.
Guarantee you he's going all over. He's going to be touring doing comedy. Everybody's going to want to see the racist guy.
You know what? Actually, I subconsciously did this. I looked up where his podcast was and subscribed to it.
Because of this?
Yeah. I want to.
Because you want to hear more.
I do, but
you don't like the Asians. No, just joking.
Here's my impression of a builder back in 1968 in Chinatown.
Well, the thing is, they're just riffing. They're just riffing, but like, yeah.
Okay,
man,
this is like, it's like this. It's like me going to a restaurant in Rochester and having some amazing pork chop dish that's like world renowned. That's amazing, right? Like the SNL of pork chops. And I go, Richie, man, this pork chop was the shit. It was amazing. Holy crap. I can't believe I got to eat this pork chop. And then someone goes, you should see the peanut butter and jelly that chef made back in 1995 and judge everything off of this peanut butter and jelly that he made when he was 11. Like, I feel like it's so inconsistent and so I don't think people realize how ridiculous it is. How ridiculous. Because now.
It's crazy.
This kid, 10 years wasted, right? Not wasted, but 10 years.
His dream is gone. Shot. That was his dream job.
And it's not like he got the gig and then said it. You know what I mean?
Right.
They dug something up. So it's not like now he'll never get it. He'll never get the gig because that thing is always there.
And then you got NFL football players who are probably going to make millions more, like million more, and they're beating everybody. They're they get out of football and next they got guns and drugs in the car, or dude, so and so raped somebody. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but he's
what's a 4-4?
Yeah. It's just everybody's just it's weird what's happening to comedy, man. It's so weird because like if you look at old Carlin, if you look at just like
Richard Pryor,
Bernie Mac.
Somebody brought up.
They didn't care back then. And no one picked apart and dissect. I'm telling you, dude, what's more offensive is these fucking people that aren't even funny. They never leave town. That's it. This is all they have. And now they get a little typewriter and they're going to write a fucking novel dissecting some comedian that's selling out. A real professional famous comedian, some asshole, open micer is going to dissect it. But what we talked about last time, that self-awareness, God forbid they look in the mirror and start dissecting their own shit, because that's what it is. It's shit. Mm-hmm. You suck, dude. And you wanna go off on a famous comedian who's more funny than you, and you wanna just cry about it? Go cry about it. But you better flip the Thanksgiving table when you at Thanksgiving. I'm just all I'm saying, dude.
The thing is,
and boycott Santa because he's white.
yeah,
Because
that's coming.
He could be black.
The thing is, everybody is entitled to an opinion, but
Yeah, absolutely.
not everybody should have the voice that they have.
It's just this self-righteous, just I'm better than you. I'm on this high pedestal bullshit, dude. Like you can, I have plenty of opinions that I don't fucking type out, dude. Because who cares? Who cares, dude? Move on, dude. It doesn't bother me that much where I gotta just correct everybody.
It doesn't bother me, but this culture is starting to affect me in a way where I'm like, where I get into a social situation where I'm like, oh, that's not right. But really I'm thinking like, oh, damn, that guy's going to get in trouble for what he just said to that woman, us, let's say, sitting at a bar. I'm like, oh, like I cringe because for him, not because I think that he should get in trouble. But
you're not going to go home and write about it.
It's pathetic.
Shit happens all the time. You're like,
it's pathetic, really.
Yeah, the dude. Well, dude, first of all, he said something he shouldn't have said. That word he shouldn't have said. And like, even when I watched it, I'm like,
yeah, but you're watching it.
I watched it to see how bad it was.
Right, but you're expecting it to be bad because...
I mean, it's not good.
But if you're listening to his podcast, let's say before this, do you think you'd be like, oh, or like, oh, I'd be like, if I listen to it, I'd be like, damn, it's a podcast world. You could say, whatever you want. I don't know if I would laugh at it or whatever, but...
I don't think I would laugh at it. I would be like, ooh, wow, he's got some balls to say that, But yeah, it's not the right word to use. It's not the right word to use, but it's not also, I don't think, enough to end your career. There's much worse out there. And it doesn't justify, but you got to hold everybody to the right. Like,
oh, it's so inconsistent.
It's so inconsistent. But yeah, it's goofy, man. It's real goofy. People are goofy. But dude, and you know what? Just fucking, it's just, you got to laugh, dude. The world is crazy.
It's tight right now.
The world
so wound
is crazy, and you just gotta laugh and not be a part of it, man. I love watching the drama from the outside and not being part of it. Love it.
We're talking about national drama or even local drama.
Oh, anything. As long as I'm not in it. Ooh.
You would think, I don't know.
I want to subscribe to that and watch other people bicker over nothing.
I don't know. We weren't even supposed to do 16 minutes on this, but we did.
You know what the problem is? A lot of these people, and we'll move on. And you could agree with me or you could not agree with me. Besides I think the Thanksgiving dinner thing, I'm not wrong about that.
Well, I always said too, I'm not even trying to bite off of you, but I always said, like, how aren't there fistfights every day if people are this passionate about certain things that they are on Facebook and social media? How are people not punching each other in the face in the line at the bank?
And I want to piggyback off that. A lot of these people that run their mouths have never been punched in the face. And I think they
Richie, this is what they want you to do. They want you to bring it to physical violence. You don't suggest that.
Dude, they
want you
punched. No, but it's true, dude. Like when I grew up, and I'm 35, but when I grew up, man, some of my best friends, we fought. We fist fought.
Yeah.
Right? Or no?
No. Yeah, of course.
I mean, I didn't live in the wild, wild west, but we fought, dude. We pushed and shoved and
now you
punched.
Don't have to.
Because you said something that pissed me off, dude, and now I'm coming after you. Or I said something, you coming after me. And then you move on. And you become best friends.
That's not happening.
Shane Gillis needs to get into a karate fight.
That's what has to happen?
Yeah.
Well, I wouldn't go with karate fight.
Well, I think he entered that arena.
Well, again, I don't think you should go back to maybe
Kung Fu?
Nope, you're getting actually worse.
Jiu-jitsu.
No, okay, further away. That's good, yeah. I think you should stay away
but you know what I mean? Like, dude, it's like everybody's just running their mouth, man. They're the same people that never been knocked the fuck out.
This is what they want you to act like.
Oh, dude, it's just that they're afraid to hear that, man. Like, God. Anyways, so what's going on with you, though? Oh, you've been busy, man. You've been doing this podcast thing, dude. And people don't realize that, like, Chris has got a sick-ass room in here.
Yeah, it's fun. It's fun. People have been impressed with it, and that makes me happy because it's taken months to put together. But yeah, we're just trying to do. I'm trying to do my show. We have other shows on the network.
Yeah.
Trying to figure out what this is. I do like having people on and talking to people. I don't know how the audience is taking it. I'm sure it's better than me talking to myself. We'll see.
Yeah.
I don't know. The plan. I really haven't stopped thinking about what we talked about last time. I've talked to some people.
Comedy shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think there has to be some kind of revival, or I'd rather a revival than a rival. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, there shouldn't be any rivals. I mean, we should all be able to get a slice of the pie.
It should be value first. I was just talking to somebody about this. It should be about the audience, not the comics.
100%.
It should be about the bar owner or the club owner or whatever we go with, but there has to be value first.
The audience is so important.
It's everything.
And it's like, you know, I've never had issues with other comedians. I have.
It's laughable.
I'm lying.
Oh, you have?
I have. Yeah.
You shouldn't have.
Yeah, I know. It's just petty shit. And we talked about it. It was super petty. Very petty. But and I'm not an innocent person. But what I will say is I remember doing comedy with this girl that she was the only person that was like a bitch to my face. And I'm like, damn, this sucks because I have to go tell jokes now. You know what I mean? But like, you're like, dude, like I've done shows with people I don't like, and I know they don't like me. But the audience is number one.
I agree.
I don't care about you, dude. I don't care about you.
And
we could be cool.
And the industry, right?
Yeah, like we could be cool. Like the show would be better if we're all in a good mood, because it's all about the show. But like, dude, like I think you mentioned something about like, dude, like does anybody introduce you like weird or whatever? And like that's the thing too. Like some people just try to be too funny and bust your balls on your way up, but like the audience doesn't know that you and me are pals.
Right.
Dude, you should give me fake credits.
It should be more
hype me up.
Right.
Hype up, make the show great, do well, and then I'll do well.
Then the industry does well.
And then the whole show goes great.
Right.
Be professional and just have fun.
I think the people who are fighting battles for what they consider is a large group of minorities, let's say, or people who are being treated unfair are the most selfish people, especially when they're not part of that group.
You know what I think it is?
In comedy and in
Did you say
real life.
selfish?
Selfish. Like if the person fighting to get this person, Shane Gillis, fired isn't part of the group. They just want to be the one who gets the person fired. I think they're the most selfish people on the planet in culture, in any industry, whether it's social media or in comedy locally, let's say. If you're fighting the battle for somebody else who could fight themselves, who really doesn't need help, especially in today's culture, you just are an attention whore.
Attention, yeah.
That needs it more than the actual cause. It's unbelievable, and it's ruining it. It's ruining a lot of stuff.
It's like, yo, like I get it. Like I'll post pictures of my kids because I know I'll get a shit ton of likes. But don't be a piece of shit, you know, and talk shit about something that you're not involved in. You have no leg to stand on when it comes to telling me or anybody else what's funny, what's right, what's wrong, when you don't know yourself.
And at the end of the day, funny is subjective.
Absolutely.
And it should stay
not
that way.
Not everybody likes country music. Not everybody likes rock and roll.
Yeah, right, exactly.
Just,
that's a great way to put it. It should be subjective.
Yeah.
You know, if a country artist writes a song in a poor way and you say you don't like it, what happens? They don't take it off of Spotify.
Press next song.
Right. That's how it should be in comedy.
Yeah, it could be.
And another full episode about comedy, which is okay.
Yeah, my bad. I know we were supposed to talk about other shit, dude.
We'll get to it next time.
Yeah.
We'll have you back, you know, a couple months or something. No, I'm just kidding. Thanks for being here anyway. And I hope people enjoy this. This is what we really talk about off the air, if you give a shit. Anything to promote? You do have a show coming up in a couple of weeks, right?
Yeah, I got a show on October 3rd at the Photo City Improv.
Nice.
After I actually popped in there to see a buddy of mine, and dude, you got to come with me.
Okay.
You, your girl, I'll bring my wife. We'll all go, dude. It was insane.
Okay.
It was insane, dude. When I walked in there, I'm like, this is
You've never been there?
Not during a show like this.
Oh.
Schuler King is going to be the headliner.
Okay, cool.
But dude, it was like a barbecue. It was like a backyard barbecue party inside of a place.
That's fun.
Oh, dude, the energy was so live. And then November 15th and 16th, I'm featuring in Clayton, New York. So if anybody's 3 hours away from Rochester or in Clayton, come through and see me.
Okay.
And
All right.
or in Rochester, come see me at the Photo City Improv.
Photo City
October 3rd.
Improv. Do they have? Find their website. Just Google it. Photo City Improv. It's right where Sticky Lips used to be. I don't know what's going on there, but it's right there by East.
Or follow me on Instagram.
Yeah, there you go. All right. Thanks so much for being here, man.
At Richie Weissinger.
That was pretty good. That
You gonna
worked.
put it in?
Well, I was gonna make it seem like you just did it magically, but
Well,
yeah.
at Richie Weissinger.
All right, you're making editing a nightmare.
No, just
Thanks, Richie. Nice talking to you.
yeah,
man.
thanks, man.
Thanks for subscribing and listening, and tell your friends. And if you have any feedback on anything we talked about, especially the comedy stuff, we want to really know why people don't go to open mics, what the boundaries, what you think they should be. If you disagree with anything we're saying, we're not the type of people who are like, fuck you, you disagree with us. So at least I'm not. I don't know about Richie.
Yeah, I don't want to fight, though. I don't want to fight.
Thanks so much. We'll talk to you soon.